A very good afternoon to all of you. How are you all? How are you? I hope everybody is fine. Okay, perfect. I hope everybody is good. Okay, let's others also connect. We'll just start in. Uh, yes, perfect. So, hello Abhinandan. Hello Garv, Palak. Hello Parul, Satish, Shravika, Tamanna, Yukta, Purv, Devinder. I hope all of you are doing really well. Okay, perfect. So the prep also must be really fine, and I'm sure you must be hands-on with all the topic that has been taught in detail in the lectures already, which are there, recorded lectures with you all. And see, the whole essence of these revision classes and all the essence of these doubt solving classes is actually determined when you do your own prep first. It is very, very important because, coming here in the class with a blank and zero knowledge, I would say it will be more enhanced if you listen to the lecture beforehand already, which are there on the BOS portal. And then if you come for the doubt class, I'm sure the whole topic will get revised properly. Okay. So let's talk about the price determination in the different markets. So the first unit that we have, that is unit one, the meaning and types of market. In the meaning and types of market, the first one, we need to understand what is the market. So what is a market? Market, if you see the general parlance, that area where I go, I meet with somebody and I try to exchange goods and services. Correct? So, market is that area wherein two parties primarily, that is the buyer and the seller, they meet each other, they sell goods, they sell services, there's an exchange of price, and this is how the market takes place. Okay, so whenever we talk about market, it is an area wherein there are two parties, primarily the buyer and sellers. They interact with each other. They offer services. They offer goods, and for in lieu of that, they get a price for that particular product. Okay, so whenever we talk about the market, one thing that we need to understand, it is not necessarily the physical market. See, in today's time wherein the majority of shopping that you do is through maybe Amazon, is through Flipkart, etc. This is the point wherein we decide that how the market area takes place. So this is an place wherein the goods and services are sold and purchased. The price is offered for that. This is what is known as the market. Okay. Now, when we talk about market in economics, there are a lot of variation which we understand with the types of market. So first thing that you need to understand, what are the elements of market? It is the buyer and the seller. It is the product or the service. It is the bargaining, that is the price negotiation. It is the knowledge about the market. And it is basically the price for a product at a given time. What at the given time are you going to offer? What is the consideration for which I'm going to sell the product? That is what is known as the market. I hope the whole components or the all elements of the market is very clear to you? Okay. Okay, perfect. Next, we talk about classification of the market. So when we talk about classification of the market, we primarily have the market on the basis of geographical area, on the basis of time, on the basis of nature of transaction, on the basis of regulation, on the basis of volume of business, on the basis of type of um, um, competition. So first thing we talk about geographical area. How do we understand the geographical area? So in the geographical area, we have different kinds of market. That is the local market, the regional market, the national market, the international market. So let's first understand the local market. What is the local market? Whenever we talk about buyers and sellers, the buyers and sellers, when they sell goods, etc., have you heard of a word called as the Thursday market or maybe Saturday market? Your mama or your parents or either of your family member goes to buy the vegetable from the area nearby. That's the best example of local market. In a very general local language, it is also called as heart, which is a Hindi terminology which says the local area wherein the people or the farmers from the nearby area, they come, they sell the product and they are done with their goods and service. That is what is known as the local market. Second is the regional market. You go to Jaipur, you get those Bagru print. What is that Bagru print? That's a specialized hand print by the Jaipur market. It's a place in Rajasthan, correct? So that is the regional market, which is primarily famous in that particular area and which is something which is popular in that particular area. Third is the national market. When I talk about national market, let's say if I talk about Hindi magazines, Hindi book. Am I going to get Hindi books in Russia? No, I'm not going to get Hindi books in Russia. Primarily where I'm going to get Hindi books is in India itself. International market. What is international market? International market wherein your products, your goods and services are exchanged internationally. So whenever we talk about goods and services, like for example, crude oil, gold, silver, these are the items of international, correct? So these are the types of market that we have. I would like you to go through these four markets. Ask me if there's any doubt. Any doubt that you have? Next is on the basis of time. On the basis of time, we have different kinds of market. That is very short period market, short period market, long period market, very long period. So when I talk about very short period market, so very short period market is something which is for a very small span. So like for example, because the supply is not changed, the very short period market is primarily dependent on the demand. The moment increase in demand will take place, supply is remaining same, the prices go high. What is short period? Short period is that time period wherein supply can be little bit adjusted. It can be little bit changed. Okay. Long period market. Long period market is such a thing wherein all the factors become variable. The supply of commodity can be changed by altering the scale of production. You want to change it, change it. Nobody gets bothered. Last is very long period. In very long period or a secular period, what happens is this: you can absolutely change supply, you can absolutely change the demand. That is the period which is very long in terms of change of supply very easily, as the machines can also get increased, the land can also get increased, the supply of various products can get increased. So this is how, on the basis of time period, we have divided the kinds of market. Okay, I hope it is clear till here. Next is on the basis of nature of transaction. So on the basis of nature of transaction, we have spot market or future market. What is the spot market or cash market? And what is the forward market or the future market? So let's understand. Today I go to a goldsmith, want to buy a gold chain. I say, you take this product, you take this gold chain, I buy this gold chain from you and you take the money today itself. That's a spot market. There and then you do the transaction and get over with that particular rate. But you understand what is the rate of gold? The rate of gold fluctuates with the timing also. When the rate of gold fluctuates with the timing also, how do we deal with it? We deal by the forward or the future market. So in the forward or the future market, what generally takes place is this, that I transact today for the tomorrow's rate. I say that never mind. I am promising you to pay, I'm promising you to deliver the goods at the future date. Okay, I'm doing the transaction at the future date. I freeze that I'm going to buy 1 gram of gold today, but I will pay the price on the date of delivery. That is what is known as the forward market or the future market, wherein the price will be decided on the future date, not on today's date. I hope it is clear to everybody. Any doubt up till here? So the spot market says today's market, the forward market says at the future date market. Perfect. Next, we talk about on the basis of regulation. On the basis of regulation, we have two things: regulated market and unregulated market. Regulated market is the market wherein the transactions are statutorily regulated so as to put an end to the unfair practices. Now, in this, what happens, for example, we talk about stock exchange, absolutely sorted with the SEBI. SEBI says these are the rules you have to abide by. But when I talk to unregulated market, you go to the local market, there is no SEBI, there is no rule, there is no regulation. The local mandi, the local haat bazaar that you have, there is nobody to regulate it. That is an unorganized, or maybe you can call it as an unregulated market. Any market which goes with the bylaws of any particular organization, that's known as the regulated market. But the market which is free flow, can work anyways, is the unregulated. I hope it is clear up till here. I would like you people all to read it, please, up till here. Then we would go with the volume of business. Any doubt? Abhinandan, Devendra, Garv, Ishika, Jardosh, Kashish, Nandana, Navya, Palak. I hope all good. Parul, Raj, Satish, Ravika, Simar, Shri, Tamanna, Vivek, Yukta. Clear with everybody? Okay. So this is how the whole thing takes place. Okay, perfect. Tamanna wants to understand very long period market. What is very long period market? Very long period market is that market wherein the supply can be changed. Please understand. Very good, Raj. Very good, Yukta. Wherein all the items of the supply can be absolutely changed is what is known as the very long market. You are not being dependent on this fact that, okay, I cannot change the supply. No, nothing like that. The supply can be easily changed as per what the requirement is. This is how the long market takes place, the long-term market takes place. Okay? So this is one point that we need to understand. Okay, Palak wants to understand the regional market. Palak, regional market is the market which is a specialty. Palak, can you put which area do you belong to, which city or which state do you belong to? Can you write it in the chat box, please? Palak belongs to Karnataka. Karnataka, Palak, I think the spices of Karnataka are very famous. These some of the spices are very famous in Karnataka, in the Hubli region, etc. Correct? If, let's say, for example, I know the pepper is famous more of down Kerala, not of Karnataka, but there are various spices which are primarily famous only in Karnataka. And I remember even there's some part of um, uh, famous steel, etc. Yes. Okay, Satish says Dharwad Peda is famous. I'm not sure about it. So, anyways, so that is something which is a speciality. I take Satish's word maybe that the Dharwad Peda that they have, it's a regional market. It's an example of regional market which is very famous of Karnataka. Okay, is it clear, Palak now? Okay, perfect. Like for example, in Rajasthan, there is the cotton sari which is very famous. That's the Kota sari, which is very famous all over the world. Rather, I would say why? Because it's very good for summers. So that is what is the, something which is very popular, something which is very regionally popular. Okay. Next is on the basis of competition. Very important. Now comes the important part. The types of market structure which is um, on the basis of the competition. The first one is the perfect competition. What is perfect competition? Perfect competition market is that market. Yukta, I'll take your doubt. Give me 5 10 minutes. A perfect competition is that market form wherein all the buyers sell, all the sellers sell absolutely identical products to the buyer. That means you go to a shop, you say, give me a pencil. The shopkeeper gives you Apsara pencil, correct? You ask him, no, I want a little cheaper one. He gives you Natraj pencil. Okay? The pencils are almost identical, same utility, everything, etc. But maybe the Faber Castell is charging more than what Apsara and Natraj are charging. Why? Maybe because of the brand value. But assume this way that both the pencils are absolutely identical, same in color, size, shape, every feature. No difference, no price difference, nothing. Such kind of market is known as perfect competition market. But tell me one thing, in reality, do you think such kind of market can exist? Will such kind of market exist, people? Yes or no? No. Yukta says no, ma'am. Because practically it is not possible. It is practically not possible to sell absolutely identical product at identical price and there is no variation. That is what is known as perfect competition. So perfect competition is the one which is characterized by many sellers selling identical products to many buyers. Second is monopolistic. Monopolistic is one which differs only and only when there are many sellers offering differentiated products to many buyers. For example, shampoo manufacturers. Monopolistic is like shampoo manufacturers. What happens? Different product to different sellers, to different buyers, sorry. Soap industry. Right now, you try to recollect how many soap brands can you write. Come on, let's write it here. Give me the names in the chat box. Lux, Dove, Synthol, Pears, Hamam, Medimix, Body Shop, Bath and Body, Johnson's, Liril, and thousands more. Many products, differentiated products to many buyers. That is what is your monopolistic competition. Next is monopoly. Mono plus poly. Mono means single. And what does single seller say? Single seller says you do whatever you feel like. extremely differentiated products, no close substitute, only one and one seller. The best example is railways. You cannot say, okay, ma'am, I'll take a flight. No, flight is not a substitute of railways. Okay. Next is oligopoly. The best example is telecom industry. Who is the biggest players in telecom industry? Tell me the names. I can recollect Airtel, Jio, what else? Idea. I'm just recollecting the names. Vodafone. Correct? Total 6-7 players. That's it. Those 6-7 players are taking care of Indian population of how many people? Of 100 crore people. Yes or no? Oligopoly is that market wherein there are few sellers but selling and catering to many, many, many buyers. Correct? So if you see, look at this, very important. Look at this table. Number of sellers, perfect competition, very large. In monopolistic, large. Oligopoly, small. In monopoly, only one. Product differentiation, in perfect competition, none. In monopolistic, a slight. Oligopoly, almost nil. Monopoly, extreme. Price elasticity of demand, perfect competition, infinite. Monopolistic, large. Oligopoly, small. Monopoly, small. This I will talk in length with you. So do not get worried that what is it all about. But first of all, just understand how many buyers and sellers are there. So in perfect competition, many buyers, many sellers. Monopolistic, many buyers and many, many, many sellers also. Oligopoly, very less sellers, but many buyers. Monopoly, only one seller and many buyers. So Indian Railways could be one example because nobody else owns the railways in India as of yet. Correct? Okay, so let's see. There are a lot of messages in the chat box. Okay, people are giving me the names of the soaps. Okay, perfect. Very good. Okay. So these are the different kind of market forms that we have on the basis of difference in the kinds of market, the perfect competition, the basis of the difference of the competition in the market. I hope it is clear up till here. Any doubt up till here? Electricity, Navya, I would not say is a monopoly now because electricity has been started being given by various other organizations also. We can still say the defense is a part of monopoly. Let me see. Satish, defense is one part which is monopoly primarily of the Indian government right now. Okay. Now let's talk about the concept of total revenue, average revenue, and marginal revenue. Very simple and very easy and very clear. Now let's understand. You sell a product. You sell a product with the price and quantity. So for example, I bought 5 t-shirts at the rate of 100 rupees each. This is your price, this is your quantity. Okay. Now, if this is the product, price and quantity, let's understand how do we deal with it. So the total revenue is price into the quantity. What is total revenue? Let's say Palak runs a business and she runs a maybe departmental store, and in that departmental store, or maybe she owns a bakery. She's a very good baker and she makes cakes. She says, ma'am, I sold 10 cakes today of 500 rupees each. Palak, what is your revenue? What is your total earning? 5,000 rupees. Correct? Total revenue is what you are earning in totality. What is your total income? Okay, what is your total earning? So total revenue is basically what is the total amount that you realize. Okay, so let's say if for example you are selling products of 1,000 rupees and 5 units you are selling, what will be your total revenue? That is going to be rupees 5,000. Okay. This is what is known as the total revenue. So can I say, if you sell 0 cake, Palak, how much do you earn? 0 revenue. If Palak earns 1 cake, if Palak sells 1 cake, she earns 1,000 rupees. If Palak sells 2 cakes, she earns 2,000 rupees. If Palak sells 5 cakes, it becomes 5,000 rupees. Correct? Now let's understand this way. Can I say this way? Zero product, zero revenue. One product, 1,000. Two product, 2,000. And 5 product, 5,000. Perfect. So if that is the scenario, this is what is known as the total revenue. Clear? Can I say total revenue? I can derive a formula price into quantity. Simple. Can I get a yes or no? Understood up till here? Yes or no, please. Can I get? Okay, perfect. I have started getting yes. I presume it's clear to everybody. Let's move further. The diagram is clear. TR diagram. Okay. Let's talk about average revenue. Now, what is average revenue? What is average? You people must have studied in your class 10th mathematics to calculate mean, to calculate average. Okay. For example, I would say my total revenue is 5,000 rupees and I sold 5 cakes in it. So that means on an average, I'm earning how much? 1,000 rupees. Let's recollect the example of Palak. I'm coming back to Palak's example. Here, Palak sold 5 units for 5,000. So the total revenue is P into Q. What is average revenue? Average revenue is what you total earned divided by the quantity. How much did Palak total earn? 5,000. By selling how many quantities? 5 quantities. So the total revenue, average revenue is going to be 1,000 rupees. Okay. So average revenue is basically the revenue earned per unit of output. It is the revenue that you're going to earn per unit of output you're going to sell. So AR is equal to TR divided by Q. AR is equal to TR divided by Q. Let's expand it. What is total revenue for Palak? Price into quantity. This is what she earned. Correct? Divided by quantity. Simplification, we called it in maths. AR is equal to price. That means what is the average revenue that Palak earns? The average revenue that Palak earns is nothing but the price. How much is she selling the product for? That is what is her average revenue. Okay. I hope clear. Okay. Yes, very good, Yukta. Average revenue is nothing but price. Okay, Abhinandan, I will repeat it for you. Abhinandan lost his connection. So let's make it understand what is average revenue. Abhinandan, average revenue is what revenue you earn per unit of output. So for example, I say that you earn 5,000 rupees by selling 5 quantity. So per unit, you are earning 1000 rupees. That 1000 rupees that you are earning by selling one quantity is what is known as the average revenue. And if you see this, average revenue is nothing but the price. Okay. So I hope it is clear up till here. Come on. Let me check the question link also. Meanwhile, you can revise up till here and then we will start with marginal revenue. I would request you all to revise up till here and then we will go ahead. Meanwhile, let me check the query box. Just 1 second. Okay. There is no doubt as yet. Okay, perfect. Clear to Ishika, clear to Abhinandan, Simar, Satish. Yes, average revenue is earned unit per unit of output. Okay, perfect. Okay. Next, let's understand what is marginal revenue. What is marginal revenue? Um, a very simple concept. When I talk about a very simple concept of marginal revenue, the word marginal in economics means additional. What is additional? Extra. Let's talk about again the Palak's example. I say that Palak sold 4 cakes at 4,000 rupees. And Palak sold 5 cakes at 5,000 rupees. That one extra cake that Palak sold for the extra 1,000 rupees, this is what is known as marginal revenue. So marginal revenue is that extra revenue that a person earns while selling one extra unit of quantity. That means in a very simple language, marginal means the additional income or the additional revenue a person generates by selling one extra unit of commodity is what is known as marginal revenue. I hope it is clear to everybody what is marginal revenue. So look at this diagram. Total revenue was 10. And the second unit, the total revenue was 18 rupees. So if I talk about the marginal revenue, look at this. If you sell one extra unit, you are earning how much extra? 8 rupees. And that 8 rupees that you are earning is what is known as marginal revenue. Can I make the formula here? Let's start. TR is equal to price into quantity. AR is equal to TR divided by Q, which is equal to P. So can I say average revenue is nothing but P? Third point, marginal revenue is equal to the total revenue of the N commodities minus the total revenue of n minus 1 commodity. Okay. This is how you're going to compute average revenue, total revenue, and marginal revenue. Clear? Is it clear to everybody? Yes or no? Come on in the chat box fast, people. Very good. Perfect. I will delete this all and let's proceed further. Okay. Again, because there were not many people when I started the lecture, I would say that please make sure you come to the class, make sure that you revise the lecture, which is the recorded lecture already in length before you come to the class. See, there is always a benefit. I would say you people are so lucky to have all the resources at your hand, and it's just a little efforts and a smart planning that you need to do. And this is for the lifetime, not only for such examinations or something. Otherwise also, please just do smart planning with the resources that you have. You have so many resources. Correct? Try to optimize those resources. Just do 1.5 or maybe 1.25 of that YouTube video of the class that we already have given you. Do it 1.25, read it, understand it, and then come for the class. Trust me, try it once. It will be amazing for you to study that way. Becomes very easy to recollect the topic, and then when I am speaking, you speak along with me, and trust me, it will boost up your confidence, and you'll be like, okay, done. I'm done with this topic. Let's go ahead with that another topic. Okay. Anyways, if you see this diagram, look at this diagram. I will zoom it for you. Let's understand how this TR is going, rising, reaches maximum, and then starts falling. So when I talked about that particular diagram, look at this, 1 second. This is the diagram of the perfect competition. So in perfect competition, our TR was this, our AR was this, correct, which was equal to MR also. Why? Come on, why? In the real world, tell me one thing. You were buying one cake from Palak, you were giving her 1,000 rupees. Practically tell me, if you go to Palak and say, Palak, I will buy 5 cake from you. Do you think you will pay 5,000 rupees? No, you will say, no, Palak, give me some discount. Lower the prices. I'm buying 5 cakes from you. And Palak, will you be ready to give them discount or not? It generally happens. If you do bulk buying, you'll say, okay, take 5 cakes. I will charge you only 4,800. Correct? This is what, because Palak says that, oh wow, today only I will get the orders, I will clear off my shelf, I will sell all the 5 cakes of mine. Correct? Perfect competition is a hypothetical situation. It's an imaginary situation. In imaginary situation, they say that even if you buy 10 lakh cakes from me, Palak says, I don't give a damn to it. I will sell you for that same price only. I am not bothered. You take 1 cake, you take 10 lakh cake, the price is going to stay same. Imaginary concept, virtual concept, fictional concept, hypothetical concept. But let's talk about reality. In reality, the more quantity that you buy from me, look at this. I am started reducing my total revenue. This is what happened. My total revenue started falling. If my total revenue is falling, that means even my price is falling. So initially when Palak was charging 1,000 for the cake, and when I say she's charging 5 cake at 4,800, so divide it and give me the figure, no? 5 nines are 45, 30, 60, 960. Look at this. The price reduced. If price reduced, that means average revenue reduced. Correct? And the extra earning that she was making also reduced. That means even MR started falling. And understand, at one time she would say, okay, you buy 5 cakes, you buy 6 cakes, give me the same money. I am as it is going to throw it in the dustbin. tomorrow nobody's going to buy it. So her marginal, the additional revenue of selling the sixth also remains same. Why? Maybe because Abhinandan, while buying, also says, I'm bored of your cake now. I don't want to buy your cake. So Palak says, I want to get rid of this cake. You take the sixth cake free. Her additional revenue is nothing, but still ready to sell off the quantity. That is why, see, the MR is becoming zero. Marginal revenue is becoming zero. Correct? So in the imperfect market, the market form, the diagram comes out to be this. The TR starts increasing, reaches maximum, starts falling. AR and MR both are declining. That means the price is also declining. The additional revenue is also declining. I hope this is clear to everybody. The whole concept of TR, AR, and MR is clear to everybody. Okay. Now comes the relationship between MR, AR, and elasticity. Okay, clear to everybody? Okay, perfect. Let's do one thing. Ashok sir, we can take a break right now because the next topic I would like to take after the break. So we'll take a uh, 10 to 12 minutes break. We will meet back at it's 11. Let's meet after 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, Ashok sir, we'll take a break, please. Thank you. I hope this is clear as of now. Whatever we have done must be clear to everybody. Okay. Now let's talk about the um, concept of marginal revenue, average revenue, and the elasticity, the price elasticity of demand. So, what is the relationship between AR, MR, TR, and the elasticity of demand? So, please understand that there's this formula of marginal revenue equal to average revenue into elasticity, that is the price elasticity of demand, minus 1 upon elasticity. So now let's first understand that if there is a demand curve, straight line downward falling demand curve, we know that the price elasticity at the middle is going to be equal to 1. You remember which chapter? Demand curve. In demand, which method? Geometric method of elasticity of demand. We knew that E is going to be equal to 1. Here E is going to be greater than 1 and here E is less than 1. So if E is less than 1, we know that, look at this. This is your demand curve, that's your price curve. Your E is less than 1, see, the MR is negative. If E is equal to 1, MR is equal to 0. If E is greater than 1, the MR is positive. So can you see that the relationship between elasticity and the marginal revenue is going to be denoted in this manner? Okay. When you talk about the average revenue or the price curve, you have to first understand that whenever a simple concept says that even if your variable costs are not meeting, there is no logic of producing the product. As a producer, as a firm, you should always manufacture if all your variable cost is met. I'll give you one basic, simple understanding of it. Please let me know. Assumably, even if I get 0 students, still I have to rent this place. I get 1 student, still I have to rent this place. I get 10,000 students, still I have to rent this place, correct? So this rent is a fixed cost which I'm sure I will have to bear in any which ways. Whatever case that takes place, I will have to bear this rent. But let's talk about the printing of notes. Assume I'm printing certain notes. If I have to print certain notes, I will print only how many number of students I have. Why would I waste my money? If there are 5 students, I will print 5 copies. If there are 10 students, I will print 10 copies. Why would I print 1,000 copies if there is only 10 students? So when you talk about the fixed cost, it's a sunk cost which is irrelevant. Because it is something which is a sunk cost which has already been incurred. It is going to get incurred. There is no option of its, avoidance. But variable cost you can avoid only why? Because it will be utilized only when you have an output to sell. So please understand the behavioral principle. The first principle says a firm should not produce at all if the TVC, that is the total variable cost, are not met. Second, the firm will be making maximum profits by expanding output to the level where MR is equal to MC. That's a simple concept. Wherein your marginal revenue is going to be equivalent to marginal cost. This is the point wherein the maximum profit you can earn. If beyond that you go, you will start decreasing your profit. If below it you are working, you still have the scope of profit. So at this Q, it's the maximum level wherein you are going to produce the quantum. Okay. So if I talk about the summary, first thing, economic goods are something which are very scarce in relation to the demand. Have an opportunity cost. What is opportunity cost? The cost that is there to find something more lucrative, something that you sacrifice to get another thing which is very important. That is what is the economic good. Second, the value in exchange is the command over the commodities in general. It is basically how you're going to have a power in exchange over the commodities. wherein the market in the whole set is something wherein you are going to buy and sell. The elements of market, buyers are there, sellers are there, product is there, service is there, negotiation or bargaining is there. I know about the market. The seller knows about the buyer anatomy. Okay. The market are two types: product market and factor market. Product market is selling a phone. Factor market is the labor market. Next is the markets differ on the basis of nature of commodity, size of production, extent of demand, etc. How is the market be classified? It could be on the basis of area, time, transaction, regulation, volume, competition. Okay. On the basis of market, we again have different kinds of four: local, regional, national, international. Time, we have long term, short term, very long term, very short term. Nature, we have spot market or future market. Spot market is at that time. Future market is about tomorrow. On the basis of regulation, regulated market, unregulated market. In regulated market, it is something which is like SEBI. Unregulated market, something which is like unorganized. Correct? Competition, we have perfect competition, imperfect competition. Imperfect is further bifurcated into monopoly, monopolistic, and oligopoly. What is total revenue? Palak sold 5 cakes for 1,000 each, 5,000 rupees. Total revenue is 5,000. What is average revenue? Revenue divided by quantity. So total revenue was 5,000 divided by 5. So it comes out to be 1,000. Marginal revenue, the additional revenue you earn. Okay. A relationship between MR and AR and elasticity. MR is equal to AR into E minus 1 upon E. Okay. Derivation, you don't have to bother much. See, if you go much into depth, it will be a problem for you. Okay. Total revenue, and if let's say, for example, when elasticity is 1, it will become MR is equal to 0. You can always solve it. I just correlated with the diagram. So when you derive, it is going to be that way. Okay. I hope this is clear. Let's go to the next topic. 1 second. Okay, perfect. Very interesting topic and very, very simple topic. Okay. So basically, I have 2 classes for this chapter. So in today's class, I've already covered unit 1. I will start with unit 2 now. Okay, very simple. But before I start unit 2, I want you all to have a pencil, a scale, a blue color pen, a black color pen. Okay. Get it right away, please. Because this is one topic which I will not teach you. I will teach you only once and then I will get the answer from you. So I request you all get a notebook and get a notebook. I said a ruler, a scale, a pencil, and a blue color pen, black color pen, two different color pen. Come on, fast. Okay. Now, how do we determine the price? I told you in the last class also, when we discussed about demand and supply, that market not only works from the demand perspective, neither it works only from the supply perspective. It is both demand and supply that works. Okay. So if it is both demand and supply it works from, let's see how it goes. So when I talk about determination of prices, look at this. There is a price. This is the demand and this is the supply. Market always have 2 kind of component. One is demand, one is supply. They both interact with each other. And where they interact, we get the concept of price. Okay. So whenever I talk about market, this demand and supply intersect with each other, interact with each other, and therein you get the equilibrium state, that is the state of balance. And that state of balance gives you the equilibrium price, that is the market clearing price, wherein we understand that how much is the quantity demanded, how much is the quantity supplied, and this is how we understand the calculation of the demand and supply. Okay, and how the price is determined. Okay, so look at this diagram here. This is your supply curve, this is your demand curve. The point where the demand and supply intersect is called as equilibrium point. This is called as the equilibrium price. This is called as the equilibrium quantity. Okay, so the equilibrium price is that price wherein equilibrium price is that price wherein the demand is equal to supply. The equilibrium quantity is that quantity wherein the quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied. Okay. So whenever we talk about the concept of finding out the market price, we have to find out how the demand and supply takes place. Okay. The question comes when what happens if there is a change in demand, there is a change in supply. So now let's understand if there is an increase in demand. Okay. So let's say, do not look at the diagram already in the book. I will make a new one for you for a better understanding. And this is why I was asking you to get two different colors pen. Look at this. It's a price here. It's a quantity here. This is your supply curve. This is your demand curve. This is your equilibrium point. This is your equilibrium quantity. This is your equilibrium price. Perfect up till here? I am sure, yeah, no doubt up till here. Let's understand the other concept. Now they say that there is an increase in demand. So increase in demand means the new demand curve shifts to D1, D1. Is the supply curve shifting? No, the supply curve is not shifting. So the new equilibrium point will be at this point E dash. When there is a new equilibrium point E dash, I get a new price P dash. I get a new quantity Q dash. This point. Look at this. When there is an increase in demand, supply remaining same, the effect on equilibrium price, the new equilibrium price increases, the new equilibrium quantity increases. Okay? Clear up till here? Yes or no, please? Put it in the chat box. Okay, perfect. So can I expect a diagram of decrease in demand and I want what will be the new equilibrium price and what will be the new equilibrium quantity? Come on, fast. Okay, fast, please. Let's talk about decrease in demand. Okay, I will draw a diagram here. X origin Y, original demand, original supply, original equilibrium price, original equilibrium quantity. You said that now the demand decreased. So the demand decreased and became leftward shift. So the new demand curve came to D dash D dash. New equilibrium point is E dash. New equilibrium quantity is Q dash. New equilibrium price is P dash. Okay. So if there is a decrease in demand, the new equilibrium price is OP dash. The new equilibrium quantity is OQ dash. Okay. This is how the whole concept of decrease in demand takes place. Okay. Is it clear to everybody? This was about one aspect, only increase or decrease in demand. Come on. I want answers from you. Increase in supply and decrease in supply. Come on. I want a summary. Increase in supply and decrease in supply. Come on, start making it. Say, I don't want to work on this now. It's a very simple activity, which I'm sure you people can do it. Yes, Yukta. Yes, Simar. Ishika. Satish, Abhinandan. Come on, fast. Parul, Nandana, Devendra, Shravika, Tamanna, Sri Satunya. Come on, fast. Increase in supply. Anybody else other than Yukta? Yukta has replied. Anybody else? Come on. See, the class should not be only one way, no? Give me the net final thing. Okay. Ishika says increase in supply will lead to decrease in price and demand will, don't say demand, say quantity. So she says that the price will, in increase in supply, the price will go low and the quantity will go high. Okay, perfect. So I hope this is clear to everybody. Now, this was the case wherein we have talked about how the price and the quantity changes when the supply or demand is affected. But what happens when both demand and supply work together? What will happen when the demand and supply, both of them are changing together? So let's see how it goes. If there is a simultaneous change in demand and supply, simultaneous change in demand and supply. If there is a simultaneous change in demand and supply, how does it go? Now let's have a clear of this. Please understand, when there is a simultaneous change in demand and supply, again there are three conditions which work. First one is wherein the increase in demand is equal to increase in supply. Second case is increase in demand is greater than increase in supply. Third one is increase in demand is less than increase in supply. I will draw this for you all. This is basically the A diagram of this. This is basically the B diagram. And this is basically the C diagram. So I will draw it for you to make it easy. Look at the diagram here. X, origin, and Y. This is price. This is quantity. This is supply. This is demand. This is equilibrium point. This is quantity. And this is price. Okay. They say that the increase in demand is equal to increase in supply. So let's do, oh, okay, I'll take another color. So now the increase in demand is D dash D dash. The increase in supply is S dash S dash. They both are moving in the same direction, same percentage. So look at this. The price remains same, the quantity changes. So the price is same. Conclusion is price is same and the quantity increases. Is it clear up till here? Let's look at the second diagram. X, origin, Y. Here we have the price. Here we have the quantity. Here we have the initial demand, initial supply. Okay. This is the equilibrium point. This is the quantity. And this is the price. Over. Let's talk about another thing. Assumably, I say that now think if the demand increase is greater than the supply increase. So I will make C demand increase like this. D dash D dash. Supply increase just like this. S dash S dash. New equilibrium point. Look at this. See, I'm using without scale. So this is my, it is changing a little. Q dash and this is P dash. If you see the price change is lesser than the quantity change, correct? But you can make it easily. If you use a proper scale, etc., it will come out to be perfect. Now give me the example of this. Give me the conclusion of this. Conclusion of case 3. Come on, fast. Conclusion of case 3 I wanted. Come on, fast, all of you. Come on, fast, please. Yes, all of you. Okay, case 3, price decrease, quantity increase. Price decrease, very good, and quantity increase, perfect. Very good, Yukta, very good, Ishika. Parul, you dear gave me half answer. Okay, I hope this is clear to everybody. Interesting topic. Okay. Now this was about the simultaneous change in demand and supply. Okay. Assume If both of them, the changes are moving in the opposite direction, then how it will work? They were all going in the same direction, but let's give one example of the opposite direction also. Look at this. Next case, I will say increase in demand and decrease in supply. This is your normal curve. SSDD, equilibrium point, quantity, and price. Finish. Okay. Now let's say there is an increase in demand. D dash, D dash, and decrease in supply. S dash, S dash. The new equilibrium point will be the point wherein the D and S are intersecting. So the new equilibrium point is going to be E dash. Okay. If that is the scenario wherein there is the demand is increasing and the supply is reducing. If I make this point, look at this. The price is high and the quantity is reduced. Correct? Yes or no? So this is how the whole concept of quantity demanded and supplied takes place. Clear up till here? Yes or no? Come on. I want another example to be done by you wherein the demand is increasing and like demand is increasing more and the supply is increasing less. Come on. I want this to be done by you, both the diagrams. Come on, fast. All of you are going to make it. These two cases wherein the increase in demand is more and the reduction in supply is less. Another one where the increase in demand is less and the decrease in supply is more. Do it fast, please. And then we will do the illustration. Come on, please do this fast. Okay. Ishika has given me the answer. Yukta has given the answer. Rest all of you also. Why only repetitive names? Come on, I want other students also to volunteer. Devendra, Satish. Other students also. Nandana, Jyoti, Ansh, Abhinandan, Shravika, Simar, Tamanna, Shri. Come on, all of you. Palak. Parul has given the answer. Okay, Parul, check it, please. Give me these two cases fast. All of you. Come on. Satish is given. Very good. Satish, check the answer in the module itself. Okay. Okay, we will proceed further. We'll do this one illustration. Would you like to solve? Try it. See, I would request all of you to try this. Okay. And then I will solve it for you. Okay. Try this illustration one. All of you. Then I will do it for you. D1, S1 are the original demand and supply curve. D2, D3, S2, S3 are the possible new demand and supply curve. Starting from the initial equilibrium point 1, what point on graph is likely to result from each change given in question 1 to 4? Question 1 to 4. So primarily these are the questions. Question 1 says, if X is a normal good, holding everything else constant, can I say ceteris paribus? Assume that the income rises. Income rises. Okay. I stop my mind here and I think for a normal good, if the income rises, the quantity also rises. If the income reduces, the quantity also reduces. Holding everything else constant, assume that income rises and the price of factor of production also increases. So they have talked about the demand point also, and they are talking about the supply also. In supply, if the price of factor of production increases, so supply reduce. What point in the figure is likely to be achieved as the new equilibrium? What are they trying to tell you? They are trying to tell you that X is a normal good. Your income rises. So if your income rises, that means my demand is also rising. And they say that the price of factor of production rises. And that means the cost also rises. So supply declines. So if initially I am at D1 S1, initial equilibrium is 1. Now they say that the demand increase, so the demand shift to D2 and the supply reduces, supply becomes S1, S3, D2 and S3, they're intersecting at which point? Where are D2 and S3 intersecting? Come on, in the chat box. Where is D2 and S3 intersecting? Come on. At 2. Very good. So here at 2.2 we will talk about. Okay. This is how the whole calculation takes place. So look at this. This will become at the point number 2 becomes the new curve will meet at point number 2. Am I correct? Second, we are analyzing the market for good Z. The price of complement good Y declines. At the same time, there is a technological advancement. So if there's a technological advancement, supply increases. The price of complement declines. If the price of complement declines, that means your product will also be demanded more. So demand is also increasing, supply is also increasing. What will take place? And then you will find out the new equilibrium point. Okay. This is how you are going to make the calculation. Third, heavy rains in Maharashtra caused havoc with the rice crop. If heavy rains is there, rice crop havoc is there. So supply will go down. Demand remains same. Find out. If the consumer expect the prices of new cars to significantly increase, how it will work? Increase next year. What point in the figure given above is most likely to be the new equilibrium price and quantity? Okay. So if that is the scenario, the consumers expect the price of a new car to significantly increase next year. What point in the figure above is most likely to be the new equilibrium price? Come on, start solving it. Come on, I want the answers from you. Yes, come on. Okay, as demand increases but supply remaining. Okay, come on, fast. Yes, all of you. I hope this is done. Come on, I'm not getting the replies on the chat box, people. Okay, so whenever we talk about this, we are analyzing the market. You first have to understand which aspect of the question is it talking about. Is it talking about the demand part? Is it talking about the supply part? And then let's be very clear. Okay, this is my initial demand, this is my initial supply, this is my initial equilibrium point. With the increase in demand, how is it working? With the decrease in demand, how it is working? With the increase in supply, how it is working? With the decrease in supply, how it is working? And this is how you are going to make the calculations. Okay, so do not get perplexed with such kind of question. You should analyze what part are they talking about, what is the basic concept that they are talking about. Okay, I hope it is clear to everybody. So let's have a quick review of the summary. Price is something which is on the exchange value. In the competitive market, there is a demand and supply. We determine equilibrium price and quantity. How the equilibrium price is clear. Equilibrium price is wherein the price at which the quantity is equal to the quantity supplied. Equilibrium is wherein there is self-adjustment. It is restored automatically. If the demand increases without any increase in supply, there will be an increase in the equilibrium price. Okay. If the demand decreases without any change in supply, there will be decrease in equilibrium price. I hope this is clear to everybody. We have already done all of this at a very great length. Okay. I give you 1 minute to ask me any other query with regard to this topic. Okay. Now is price output determination under different market forms. So in today's class, I will not at a length discuss about all the topics, but I will just give you a general overview how the markets are run, what are the markets, how the whole calculation takes place. See, please understand, whenever I talk about a market form, a market firm is of various variety. It is monopoly, monopolistic, oligopoly, duopoly, perfect competition. In a very general parlance, perfect competition is the market firm wherein there are many buyers, many sellers. Okay? When there are many buyers, there are many sellers, they intersect at any point. Okay? And when they intersect at any point, there will be a concept wherein the whole intersection of demand and supply gives you the whole market analysis. Is it very fluctuating? Is it very stagnant? For example, when you talk about monopoly, I am the only teacher in economics. I will do whatever I feel like doing. That is the temperament of a monopoly. But understand, if I want to do anything that you want, will my consumer accept me? No. If the train prices or the railways prices are going very high, do you think the government will tolerate everything? No. And let's not even get government in power. Let's talk about the general public. Will general public accept it all? No, they will not. So you have to understand it, how the whole economy takes place, how the whole market analysis takes place. Correct? So this is how the demand and supply reacts in different market form. Okay. Ashok sir, I would like to unmute the students and instead of going much detail about this chapter, I would like to take the queries of the students for the past two topics. All the students have the opportunity of asking the doubts. You can raise your hand and ask me the doubt, please. Or else you can put it in the chat box if you are hesitant to ask it otherwise. Yes, students? Okay, perfect. Yukta says there's no doubt. Yeah, Parul? Parul, you can unmute yourself and speak, please. Ashok sir, can you please unmute the students? Yes, Parul, please unmute yourself and speak.
मैम मेरे को ना ओलोलॉजी पोली में डाउट है, वो सिंडिकेटेड एंड ऑर्गेनाइज्ड में।
ऑलिगोपॉली में अगर आपको डाउट है और ये सिंडिकेटेड वगैरह में आपको डाउट है, तो ऑलिगोपॉली में अभी जो हम पूरा लेंथ में डिस्कस करेंगे वो हम अगली जो क्लास होगी उसमें डिस्कस करेंगे। बट मैं आपको ब्रीफली बता देती हूँ ऑलिगोपॉली मार्केट फॉर्म होता क्या है।
ओके।
ऑलिगोपॉली मार्केट फॉर्म एक इस तरीके का मार्केट फॉर्म है जहां पर बहुत कम तो सेलर्स हैं, बहुत सारे बायर्स हैं, ठीक है। और उन सारे बायर्स को उन कम सेलर ने ही कंट्रोल करा। उदाहरण के तौर पे टेलीकॉम इंडस्ट्री में जाते हैं हम, बहुत ह्यूज इन्वेस्टमेंट है। आज आप और मैं जाकर सोचें कि जी हम कल अपनी टेलीकम्युनिकेशन की एक फैक्ट्री इंडस्ट्री लगा देते हैं, क्या हम लगा सकते हैं? इट रिक्वायर्स लैक्स एंड थाउजेंड्स एंड करोड्स ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट। करेक्ट? यस।
यस मैम, थैंक यू।
तो दैट इज द काइंड ऑफ अ मार्केट फॉर्म। यहाँ पे क्या होता है, यहाँ पे एक ग्रुप बन जाता है, या तो हम साथ काम करते हैं या हम अलग तरीके से काम करते हैं। सो देयर इज अ कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ प्राइस लीडरशिप, प्राइस फॉलोवरशिप, जिस तरीके से हम ओलिगोपॉली में वर्क। ठीक है?
यस मैम।
पारुल, क्लियर हुआ आपका डाउट? कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं?
नो मैम।
ओके, एनीबडी एल्स प्लीज? एनी अदर स्टूडेंट? बिसाइड्स द टॉपिक आपको कोई डाउट आ रहा है कि पढ़ाई कैसे करनी है, उसमें कोई दिक्कत आ रही है, तो प्लीज फील फ्री टू आस्क मी दैट ऑल्सो। एनी स्टूडेंट फेसिंग अ प्रॉब्लम कि हम पढ़ाई कैसे मैनेज करें, वो भी अगर आपको दिक्कत आ रही है, प्लीज फील फ्री टू आस्क अस। देखिए, जो इंटरैक्टिव सेशन बनाया है आईसीएआई ने, उसका एक मेन पर्पस ही यही है। Shri, we are going to discuss about the market forms in the next class. I have the next class also with regard to the same topic. तो आज मैं यही दो चैप्टर्स पे बात कर रही हूँ और मैं इसी पे अभी बात कर रही हूँ। हम डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ मार्केट फॉर्म नेक्स्ट क्लास में पढ़ेंगे। पारुल, पहले आई विल टेक सतीश क्वेश्चन एंड देन आई विल कम बैक टू यू। या सतीश?
हेलो मैम।
हेलो, हाय।
मैम टॉपिक्स कैसे याद रखेंगे?
हाँ जी,
टॉपिक्स कैसे याद रखेंगे मैम?
जब आप लोग कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशंस के स्टेज पे आते हैं ना, तो वो जो बचपन में हमने जो एक मगिंग अप कंसेप्ट होता है या रटना जिसे बोलते हैं वो करा था। ठीक है। जब हम हायर लेवल की पढ़ाई करते हैं हमारे लिए रटना कभी भी काम नहीं आता। मैं आपको बताऊंगी तो जब आप लोग अभी सीए में भी हम फाइनल स्टेज पे आएंगे, इंटरमीडिएट स्टेज पे आएंगे, आप लोग हमेशा देखेंगे हम आपको कुछ भी रटना नहीं बोलते हैं। हम आपको बोलते हैं ठीक है सेक्शन का नंबर है वो लर्न करना है, वो एक अलग चीज है। बट उसके अलावा हम कोई भी चीज आपको रटवाएंगे नहीं। ठीक है। तो आप जो बोल रहे हैं ना कि हम टॉपिक्स को याद कैसे करेंगे, देखिए अब वो टाइम चला गया जब हमें चीजें मगअप करनी थी। अब हमें ये है कि सतीश हमें वो चीज को बार बार समझना है, बार बार क्लास देखनी है, बार बार अपनी सेल्फ स्टडी करनी है और उस चीज को समझना है। आप जैसे ही उस चीज को समझेंगे और 4 बार पढ़ेंगे ना, आपको वो जो आपका दिमाग में चल रहा है ना कि मुझे वो लर्न कैसे होगा, मैं आपको अश्योर करती हूँ 5वीं बार आप जब मेरे सामने बैठोगे तो अगर मैं आपके सामने कोई बात बोल रही हूँ आप अपने आप आंसर दो। मैं क्यों बार बार क्लास में यही चीज बोलती हूँ कि आप लोग पढ़कर आइए, उसका रीजन सिर्फ यही है। आज अगर मैं पढ़ रही हूँ, मैं आपको पढ़ा रही हूँ, मैं सामने देखकर नहीं बोल रही। क्यों? क्योंकि मैंने बार बार वो पढ़ा, मैंने बार बार वो पढ़ा तो वो मेरे ब्रेन में इम्प्रिंट हो गया। कई बार आप देखेंगे टीचर्स क्वेश्चन नंबर भी ये बता देती है, हाँ जी उस पर्टिकुलर पेज नंबर पे है। क्यों? क्योंकि हमने कोई लर्न थोड़ी करा है कि जी वो क्वेश्चन उस पेज नंबर पे, हमने बार बार अपनी नजरों के सामने से करा है। ये कंप्यूटर है हमारा दिमाग, इट इम्प्रिंट्स इट। So I would request you all कि the only way to succeed is to revise it again and again. The moment you start revising it again and again, you will succeed. ठीक है सतीश?
ओके मैम, ओके।
जी
थैंक यू
इशिका।
मैम।
या yes
Good
Ishika.
afternoon, ma'am.
And hi, good afternoon Ishika. Once again, Satish, you can always make small short notes also. आप छोटे छोटे नोट्स बना लीजिए बिल्कुल ब्रीफ। जैसे अभी मैंने डायग्राम बनाया था उसमें मैंने आपको पूछा था कि क्रक्स क्या है, उसका समरी क्या है, डिमांड इतना बड़ा, सप्लाई इतना बड़ा, उसका एंड रिजल्ट क्या है, वो छोटा सा लिख के रख लो कि फटाफट जब आप एग्जाम के एक दिन पहले पेज पलटो तो आपको वो चीज याद रहे। करेक्ट?
ओके ओके।
ओके। या ऋषिका प्लीज।
पूछना था कि एग्जाम्स में जो क्वेश्चंस एमसीक्यूज आते हैं वो डायरेक्ट आएंगे या केस स्टडी बेस्ड आएंगे?
देखिए आपको उस चीज के लिए मैं 2 पॉइंट बोलूंगी। सबसे पहला पॉइंट होगा कि आप जो हमारा मॉड्यूल है यू स्टिक टू दैट। ठीक है। जब आप उसको स्टिक करेंगे और उसको रीड करेंगे तो यू शुड नो। लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल अभी आपने एक क्वेश्चन देखा था, एक इलस्ट्रेशन अभी हमने जो डिस्कस करा, उसने क्या बोला कि अगर बारिश आई तो प्राइस पे क्या इफेक्ट पड़ेगा। पहले एक बात बताओ, क्या बारिश से आप चावल खाना बंद कर दोगे क्या इशिका? नहीं। दैट मीन्स इज इट इम्पैक्टिंग द डिमांड?
नो मैम।
पर बारिश आई और क्रॉप खराब हो गई तो विल दैट इम्पैक्ट द सप्लाई?
यस मैम।
अभी देखा जाए तो ये डायरेक्ट इनडायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन ही मान लो, इनडायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन मान लो, बट है तो बड़ी सीधी बात।
यस मैम।
तो अब इस तरीके के क्वेश्चंस के लिए प्रिपेयर्ड। मैं
ओके
ऐसे नहीं
मैम।
पूछूंगी आपसे डेफिनेशन ऑफ डिमांड, मैं उसको थोड़ा सा तो ट्विस्ट करके पूछूं। आप लोग सीए के कोर्स के लिए आ रहे हैं, करेक्ट? तो थोड़ा सा तो उसको ट्विस्ट करके बनेगा ना क्वेश्चन।
यस मैम।
ओके। यस पारुल। पारुल आपका साइन हैंड रिजन है, कोई और डाउट है?
हाय मैम।
हाँ जी। या हाय।
मैम मेरे को ना वो जानना था कि सुपर नॉर्मल प्रॉफिट क्या होता है?
सुपर नॉर्मल प्रॉफिट एक बहुत सिंपल कंसेप्ट बात करते हैं पारुल। पारुल आप केक सेल कर रहे हैं अपने कैफे से।
यस मैम।
नॉर्मली जो सारे केक बेकर्स हैं वो 10% प्रॉफिट कमाते हैं। परफेक्ट।
यस मैम।
बट यू आर गेटिंग 20% प्रॉफिट। Okay. So what is the
ओके।
normal profit range in the market for all the cake bakers?
10।
10%. You are earning 10% extra. You are earning 20%. That means 10% extra. Why are you earning extra 10%? मे बी बिकॉज यू आर डूइंग कस्टमाइजेशन ऑफ केक. बाकी लोगों ने तो सिंपल वो व्हाइट ब्लैक वनीला ब्लैक फॉरेस्ट ऐसे केक लगा दिया, बट आप क्या कर रहे हो, मेरी फोटो लगा के मेरा केक बना रहे हो, कस्टमाइजेशन कर रहे हो. That
Okay.
extra profit you are earning due to something extra you are offering, that is known as supernormal profit. Something
Okay.
over and above the industry benchmark. इंडस्ट्री बेंचमार्क से जब ऊपर आप कुछ बनाकर बेच रहे हो और उसका आप मुनाफा कमा रहे हो, दैट इज नोन एज सुपर नॉर्मल.
Okay, ma'am.
ठीक है. एनीबडी एल्स विथ एनी डाउट? नो डाउट? यस? किसी को कोई दिक्कत नहीं है? सब टॉपिक क्लियर है? So can I get an assurance from you all that next class में जब आप लोग आएंगे तो आप लोग टॉपिक आगे से थोड़ा सा पढ़कर आएंगे? Can I get a yes for it in the chat box? Come on. A commitment from my batch. सिर्फ 3 जनों ने बोला. युक्ता ने बोला, पलक ने बोला, तमन्ना ने बोला, इशिका ने बोला, पारुल ने बोला. Where are the boys? Not committing? Okay, Satish. Good. Very good. Okay. So in the next class, I will meet you with all the next topic to be done by you, and then we will brush it up. And then Satish, I will see how you will speak before I speak. Okay. So see you all in the next class. That is tomorrow only, and we will complete this topic. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day. अशोक सर. हाँ जी, हाँ जी. थैंक यू. थैंक